Jenny Tashi. I work at John G. Leach in the preschool, and I've been teaching in this classroom for 5 years. So when I graduated, I actually started here as a para. So I worked in Colonial for 5 years as a para first. Once I started here as a para, this is where I knew I always wanted to be. So this was an experience I never had. I had no idea when I came here what the kids were like. I saw the kids and I was nervous. I didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to teach them. But I had two really good mentors, Debbie Nuss and Marianne Kojal. So they taught me everything that I needed to know. And so the experience of being a para for 5 years like really solidified the fact that this is what I wanted to do, and I wanted to help kids that don't have a voice, that need help, that just want to progress and help their families see the progression. So that's sort of how I knew. Starting here is how I knew that I wanted to stay here.
I'm Stephanie Alexander. This is my 5th year here at Southern Elementary in the ILC program. My educational philosophy is that every child can learn, but as educators, we need to work on educating the whole child, not just working on the academics of the math and the ELA. Those are very, very important, but the whole child needs to be educated through the social emotional learning, because if a student isn't able to regulate their emotions, they're going to have trouble reaching those milestones for math and ELA. So it is teaching the whole child as educators, not just focusing on the core subjects. It's really knowing the whole child.
Okay, my name is Caitlin Best. I teach at George Reed Middle School, and this is my 7th year teaching. I'm a teacher in the Integration B program. I've always wanted to be a teacher from whatever grade I could, I've always just wanted to be a teacher. So I think that it's really important that our students have all the opportunities that they need to be successful in the classroom, and I work really hard to make sure that socially, behaviorally, and academically they can succeed in school. Education is super important to me. I've always wanted to be a teacher, so I came here, and I've always enjoyed it ever since then.
My name is Alex Hughes. I teach at Gunning Bedford Middle School. I teach in the CASTLE program, which stands for Communication and Social Learning, and it's a program for students who need extra support in communication, behavior, social learning, things like that. I teach 7th and 8th grade, and I've been in Colonial for 8 years. My younger brother has autism, so I've always known for my entire life that I wanted to work with kids with special needs, and I saw the types of teachers that he had and how significantly they influenced his life, and for the positive, and I felt like it was my duty to pay that back to other kids who would need it.
Hi, I'm Christy Campbell. I am a teacher at Wilbur Elementary. I currently teach 5th grade, and this is my 12th year teaching. My educational philosophy is that students should celebrate mistakes, that they should know that that's what you learn from them. There is no such thing as win or lose. It's either win or learn. So I really like to teach them to own their learning, to own what type of strategies work for them, and to just really celebrate making the mistakes. And in my class, we do the power of yet, and even every day I say, if you don't know how to do something, it's because you haven't learned it yet. Booyah! And we really just celebrate it. I believe that anyone can learn anything if you put the effort in.
My name is Karin Trio. I teach English Second Language here at Castle Hills Elementary School. I've been with Colonial 27 years. My philosophy was more, how do I reach those diverse learners? What can I do? Maybe not exactly from the old textbook way we used to teach. What else is out there? And then when I jumped into being an ELL teacher, I really became more creative and tried to really go outside the box to get the needs of the kids met.
My name is Angela Jackson. I teach the 4-5 intensive support classroom, and I'm at Pleasantville Elementary School. This is my 14th year of teaching. Pretty much it is about all students have an opportunity to learn. Because I teach a lot of students with disabilities, I feel like instruction should be differentiated, and every kid has that opportunity to learn in their own way.
I'm Sarah Kais. I teach at Cary Downey Elementary School. I've been teaching for 18 years, and I teach in a regular elementary classroom. I let the students know that in the beginning of the year that not everything is going to seem fair, but you're going to get what you need to make you successful. So if one person might need accommodations with writing or reading, if they have to use Google Read Write, another student might not have to. Learning looks different. Just like I always just tell the kids, like, just like our shoe sizes are different, or, you know, our ears are different, our eyes, our noses, I try to compare like that. Everybody needs something different. So not everything is going to look the same when you see it. And that's really important to me, that the students respect that, because sometimes when they're used to having things like the same, it is a lot of comparisons at first.
My name is Marina Cole, and I am a 3-year-old teacher here at the Colonial Early Education Program. I have been in Colonial for 20 years, 16 years at Leach and 4 years in the SEEK program. I do believe children learn by doing, by having a lot of hands-on. My educational philosophy, particularly for preschool, is that children learn through play. That play is important not only in preschool, but in kindergarten and throughout education. I think as adults we like to play, and I think we take too much of that away from children because they only have one childhood. And I just wish that more people would understand that children can learn through play.
I'm Paige Morris. I teach at the Wallen School. I've been teaching for 5 years, and I teach health and physical education. I chose to become a teacher because I was passionate about students loving physical education. I wanted to find a way that students can enjoy being active physically with their students and just knowing what they can do and prosper from that. I want students to be able to get back to enjoying running, socialization, and learning what there is about sports.
My name is Desiree Norwood. I am a 6th grade, or was a 6th grade math teacher at McCullough Middle School. I am now at Southern Elementary as a math coach, and I've been teaching for 11 years. My educational philosophy is really based on starting with relationships and really developing my learners into leaders. So I start with building relationships and building a culture where people feel comfortable to share and make mistakes and understand that we're growing together. And then from there I introduce the rigor and pushing them to understand or to know that they have what it takes to lead in certain areas, whether it be their own education or lead other learners to a specific destination that they're trying to get to.
So my name is Paul Rothbart. I teach 4th grade at Eisenberg. This is my 13th year teaching, and I teach reading and history. I think for my current teaching philosophy is that no matter what background you come from, socioeconomic, neighborhood, I'm going to give you the best education that I possibly can, and that there's no limit for your education. Your education is your foundation for your career, for your life, and if you have that 1 or 2 or 3 good teachers, they can kind of set that foundation for you. And my job is to support you the best that I can.
My name is Tanika Saunders, and I'm a teacher at Newcastle Elementary School. I teach 4th grade math and social studies. I have been teaching for 23 years, and this is my 19th year in the district. I feel that every teacher should make sure that their students' days at school are filled with rainbows and sunshine. I enjoy connecting with my students, nurturing them, building relationships with them, as well as being a constant in their lives. And I look forward to allowing my students to make mistakes along the way, because I believe that making mistakes are proof that students are trying.
My name is Sophie Podolski. I teach at Wilmington Manor Elementary School. I teach the 4th and 5th grade intensive program, and this is my 5th year teaching. I got into teaching because I'm really passionate about working with students with special needs. I think that a lot of times they just need that little bit extra support in the classroom, and that's something that I really believe that I can provide.
Name is Mark Mackenzie. I teach chemistry, AP Chem and Honors Chem, and if necessary CP as well. This is going to be my 9th year teaching, and it's been an exciting run, and I would not, if I had to do this over, I'd start much earlier, right out of college. For me, seeing these kids come back and they're gratified, I mean, that's what education is about. It's about helping them see across the mountaintop, and I think sometimes they just need that extra push. You know, they're so focused on the roadblock, and that's all they see around them. My goal is to help them to get over those roadblocks and to see, hey, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And it's okay to fail. It's okay, but fall or fail forward so you can get back up. That's what keeps me motivated. And to get that fire in them to see, okay, what they're going through right now, their immediate circumstance is not defining their future.